Esperance is located on the south coast of Western Australia, just over 700 k's from Perth by road.
These beautiful white sandy beaches are a trademark of the region, and the locals will tell you that they have some of the best beaches on the planet.
And not just any locals, Tim. John and ADELE are the proud owners of the Esperance Seafront Caravan Park.
Oh, the beaches are just magnificent.
It's the sand. The sand's just like talcum powder.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've actually, one of the national parks, the main one, Cape Le Grand, has won 3 awards for the beach out there. One was the best beach in Australia. I can't remember which year that was.
And the whitest sand.
One was for the whitest sand.
Really?
There you go.
Lucky Bay,
just 2 weeks ago, it's been awarded, I think it was the tidiest beach as well.
This would be probably the closest caravan park to it too.
Oh, yes.
It's beautiful. And it is a seafront caravan park.
Huge.
Yeah, it's about 10 acres, 170 sites and 10 accommodation. And yeah, it's a beautiful park, nicely grassed and plenty of shade.
Well, I take it that the spot just here, overlooking the water,
Most popular spot.
would be the most popular spot, and you'd have to book, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, actually, we're already full.
We're nearly just full for the
week, Christmas, New Year.
summer holidays, yeah.
Nick and Teresa have parked their van in one of the prime beachfront sites, and they are enjoying a 4-month trip around Australia.
Both worked for 20 years and it's time for a break, and we've got a little fella, Jack, who's hiding in the van at the moment. He's 3 and time to get out and see the world before he gets off, locked into school. So.
And we become too old to enjoy it.
Yeah. So you're just nomads. You're not grey nomads.
No, we're not grey nomads.
Not grey yet. Far from it.
So what would your advice be for a young couple with kids that are maybe thinking about getting out there themselves?
Just get out and do it. Yeah, really, it's fantastic.
I think you're enjoying it, aren't you? He looks like he loves it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's having a ball.
And you two get to be in a caravan with him for the next 4 months.
Yeah. But he travels really well.
The Esperance Seafront Caravan Park has everything you'll need for a short or long stay. The kiosk has a huge range, including bait if you want to throw a line into the surf.
And the top shelf camp kitchen is always open, so you can cook your catch at the end of the day.
The track that you've got just across the road from the park.
The cycleway.
So everyone's on their bikes or running or walking.
Around to
Twilight Village. Cycleway all the way.
And it's just magnificent.
About 2 or 15 kilometres. Yeah.
But you'd come to the park and then you'd get your bikes off the back of your van, and you wouldn't have to drive anywhere. Because the bike track goes all the way through town.
That's right.
Yeah. The coastline around Esperance is breathtaking, and who better to take Tim to a secret spot than a local photographer, who might just look a little familiar.
Oh my, this is just beautiful.
So this of course is Blue Haven. It's a bit of a secret still, but people are learning.
When did you decide to start photographing it?
Look, I think it was when I was living in Melbourne.
What are your favourite parts to shoot around here?
Look, this is obviously the coastline.
Yep.
But I mean, it's the change of seasons too, because there's the beautiful crystal clear blue summers.
Yep.
And then winter, Antarctica being just down there.
Yes.
You know, we see the whales now, we've got the penguins. You get these dramatic storms, you know, so you get the kind of contrast as well.
Well, when you're taking photos, are you waiting for a moment in time to capture, or are you trying to capture a feeling?
Well, it's stories. They're little stories, aren't they? With the landscapes, it might be beauty. With a lot of nature shots, it might be just that the story of isolation.
It is just so beautiful. Like, I almost want to destroy the tape. You know, don't tell anyone. It's just too beautiful. Oh, I think they do that. Are you ready to go to space?
Well and truly. Take a look.
Look at that. That's Skylab for mice.
I can't wait. This is going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to it. I love space. You know, it's all around us, and especially in between my ears. Skylab was the USA's first space station, and she orbited the Earth from 1973 until 1979. We, however, pick up the story in Esperance on a Thursday in July.
We knew that it was coming down because the orbit had been decaying for some years and had been up there for a while without being used. And so we were in contact with NASA through our SES here, my old friend Phil Arledge, and they told him, yes, we're looking for a place in the world for it to come down where it's not going to do any harm. We'll probably drop it in the Southern Ocean. And then on the 12th of July, 1979, we got word in the afternoon, it's down in the Southern Ocean, all the problem's over, don't worry about it anymore, it's done. Go to bed, that's it.
Yep.
So we went to bed, that's my wife and I, not Phil and I. To midnight on the 13th of July, we heard this bang, 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 woke us up with it.
But you knew straight away what it was.
I knew what it was, and we went flying outside, but it was too late, it was all gone.
But Merv, that's not where the story ends.
We had a reception for all the NASA blokes that were over here. So our ranger of the day, a little Scotch fella, strangely enough, and he come up to this bloke. I've got something here for you. That's a littering fine, maximum $400. Ripped it out and handed it to him.
You eventually did get the $400.
Yes. A fella down in Barstow, a disc jockey, and he said, look, I've just been on the internet, and when we dropped that stuff all over Esperance in Australia, we were fined $400 for littering and we never paid it. So how'd you folk like to send a few dollars in each and we get $400 and I take it over there and pay the fine? So this money poured in and he got $401.55 actually.
Oh, OK. So did he pay in full?
He came over here and paid us the $400.
Welcome to this week's spooky and a little bit magical Tim's Big Things. This week, I'm at Stonehenge. No, I haven't gone over to England. I'm here in Esperance. If you think this Stonehenge is big, you should see the size of the Druid.
Another chicken parma.
I'm ready for it.
I'm excited.
Esperance's best pub.
The Pier Hotel.
Let's do it.
The Pier Hotel, what a great place for a parma. And a nice place for a beer as well.
And a great look out over the ocean. We're very nice by the fire.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But today, Tim, it's all about rating this delicious parma.
OK, and straight off, what's it cooked like, Brookie?
Look at that. It's very crispy.
Yep.
Beautiful fresh chicken.
Yes.
We've got no ham. They make their own sauce.
OK.
It's served on the chips. And of course, you get to choose your own salad from the salad bar. OK,
I've done Rabbity proud.
Let's get into it.
All right, you go.
The Esperance Parma. Oh.
All right, it's a good fat bit of chalk.
Oh, wow.
To keep.
That is really...
Is it a good one?
Tim, it is melting in my mouth.
A melty parma.
The chicken is so tender.
The
sauce is fantastic.
All right, you at home can tell that it's in pretty good nick.
This is delicious. I'm quite impressed. It's good, isn't it?
It's really well cooked. Crying for ham. I'd say there's herbs in the crumbing.
Yep.
And the chips are really, really nice. Unfortunately delivered on the chips, but, you know, there's a lot of them.
Time to rate.
All right.
Well done, Pier Hotel. We are giving you 16.
We're the same. Congratulations.
Oh, and to you. Now, more importantly, drum roll. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and see who's won.
Well, look at that. The bulletproof Shamrock Hotel in Bendigo have held that lead all series from all comers. They were, in fact, unbeatable.
If you're looking for a caravan park right in the centre of Esperance, look no further. The Esperance Bay Holiday Park is exactly what you're looking for.
What an amazing position.
It is.
So if people are talking about location, 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 you go, it's us.
That's exactly right, it is
for
us.
sure.
For sure. The people love it because of the grass.
Yeah.
You know, grassed areas, after being on the Nullarbor.
Oh.
Yeah, they love it.
It's stepping out of the desert to this. It's like an oasis.
It is very nice.
It sure is an oasis with everything you could wish for. 30 powered caravan sites and over 20 cabins and chalets. This is the perfect location for a family holiday in Esperance.
And it's nestled in by the hill, so it's protected. It's so green, so much wildlife and bird life.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh.
People love to come and stay here.
You know what I love about my job, Brooke? Apart from everything, it would have to be the experiences. We've been wine tasting, we've been bushwalking, we've been fishing, we've been hot air ballooning, and best of all, we get to taste the finest palmers all over Australia.
Tim, we are so lucky. We get to tour this beautiful country, meet wonderful people, and visit the best places in the world, making memories that will last a lifetime.
And if you've got a family, caravanning and camping, well, there's no better way of spending time together. It's fantastic. And let's face it, Brooke, parks these days, they've got everything for the whole family.
Playgrounds, swimming pools, barbecues, not to mention the best locations, access to surfing, golfing, shopping, theme parks. Oh, the list goes on.
Oh, does it ever? And Brookie, if you're not sure about caravans or tents, we've seen some cabins that would make a five-star hotel a little bit nervous.
Tim, there is absolutely no excuse for anyone not to get out here. So click onto experiencecaravanningandcamping.com.au and plan your next adventure. OK, time for another pick.
OK.
Say Discover Down Under.
All right, Discover Down Under. Monkeys!
Bremer Bay is 4 hours drive from Esperance and 2 hours from Albany, which makes it just a little isolated. But imagine how isolated it would have been in the early 1850s when John Wellstead first built his homestead.
When John built the original house down here and the blacksmith shop here and the timber room, the wood workshop, that was so that he could make, initially, to make the nails to put the house together. The timber that's in the main homestead out there is the timber out of one of the first ships that run aground in the cove. So they salvaged the timber to build the house with.
4 generations later, and Max Wellstead has opened up the homestead to the public, and it now incorporates a museum.
When you tell people about the museum, what do you always tell them about?
Max's first motor car.
Yep.
You know, for someone to be able to buy a motor car in the 40s wasn't, especially Max at his age then, the only reason he bought it because his mum said to him, what are you wasting your money buying a lotto ticket for? Or a lottery's ticket it was. And it's the only one he ever bought.
Yes.
And he won it.
No.
And enough money to buy a car.
Which
Didn't
was
get
a
first
fortune back in those days. Oh.
You know, and he bought that car.
Yes.
Wore it out, sold it, then decided to start the museum and thought, well, I want to get another one of the first car I ever had back. And when he did, he bought one back a different colour.
Yes.
But when he actually checked the engine number, it was the same car. Someone had just changed its colour and he bought back his original motor vehicle.
We want to come to the museum. When's it open?
The museum is open during the summer months, 7 days a week, from say 10 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But there's always options to change things from that. Yeah. Then in the quieter times, we close for 2 days a week, which is Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but we're always open weekends.
Bay Beaches Resort is true to its name because it's just a short trip to one of 7 beaches in the area. That's right, 7.
It's a lovely spot.
We do. This is paradise.
Love it. When we first arrived here, we went down to the beaches because we had a drive round to get to know the area. Looked at the beaches and I just gasped. They were so beautiful. And each beach has got its own lovely spot. They're just lovely in their own right.
And you rate this over
I do.
the Whitsundays?
I do.
Oh.
Yes, I've been to Whitehaven Beach and I still think this is better.
Oh, really? You've got great big sites.
Absolutely.
For your fifth-wheelers, no problem, and buses and things like this. You get them in and out easily.
Yeah. We cater for everybody.
Merv and Barb have arrived at Bremer Bay with their whole tribe, and they are all very welcome.
So you got the kids?
Oh, yeah, got it. Can't leave home without the girls.
Mate, and they're rippers.
In the southwest, this is probably the best caravan park in the southwest. So friendly, so relaxed, and you got no drama here.
You know, and dog-friendly.
Yes.
What's the fishing like around here?
It's this time of year, I believe the salmon are running, so it's fairly good. I tried this morning.
How'd you go?
As you can see, there's
Oh, mate.
there's an abundance.
So it's a steak dinner tonight, guys?
Yeah. Fish and chips at the shop.
Oh, okay.
We've got the deluxe chalets. We've also got cabins. They've got an outside ensuite, but they're very nice cabins as well. And then we also have the cabins where you have to use the amenity box. They haven't got their own ensuite.
Oh, okay. How many powered sites do you have in the park?
89.
Yes.
And we have many unpowered sites as well. We have sites that, and people love these sites. They go up into the woods. There's no water or electric there, but that's the way they want it.
All right, well, I want a cup of coffee.
Great.
Where am I going to go for one of those?
Come over to the cafe, have a cup of coffee, cookie.
Well, Tim, you can't come to Esperance without visiting the famous Pink Lake.
Well, Brookie, I'm having a Captain Cook at the lake, and it doesn't look that pink. Why is it so, Professor Hanson?
Well, it's the algae in the lake that makes it pink, but since they've been mining the salt, it's not as pink anymore.
Oh, what a bummer. Well, luckily for us, we here at Discover Down Under always carry around a dealgifying unit. Now, if I reverse the polarity, we should be able to see what the lake looked like before we mined the salt.